Welcome back, YouTube fans. This is a review of Eaglemoss's 23rd Star Trek ship, the U.S.S. Honshu, part of the Nebula class. Now, the Nebula class ship in this case was only seen for a few minutes at the beginning of Waltz, a DS9 episode, which was really a showcase of how insane Gul Dukat had become after the defeat of the Dominion at DS9 and its retaking, plus the destruction of a Jem'Hadar fleet that had been wiped out by the Prophets while it was en route through the wormhole. Now, the Nebula class is a pretty cool design. It was released back during Next Gen as one of the ships that was basically a hybrid of the Galaxy class and some of the older ones. It really takes its cues from the Miranda class, with the lower pylons, the addition of a secondary hull and deflector dish here, and this upper mission pod, which is different on several other Star Trek ships. The Sutherland, for example, has a completely different pod on the back. But the first ship we saw was the Phoenix, captained by Maxwell, who was Chief O'Brien's former commander. And he had gone a little nuts because the death of his family, him seeing the Cardassians rearming for war, which he was completely right about. Unfortunately, he had gone off the rails. Ironically enough, it didn't stop the Cardassian War, which happened several years later. But that's what happens. But anyway, the Miranda class is the clear inspiration with the lower pylons, but I do like the additions. Not the roll bar, but this big dock here, which contains torpedo launchers, I would assume. The back section is pretty neat, and it's an overall good design. I really like it. I'm a little unsure where the shuttle bay on this thing is, as with the other ones, there are usually multiple shuttle bays. I assume it's here, like on the Galaxy class, but it's also really close to this. So I'm guessing the shuttle pilots have to scooch out between those things. Tricky flying, I would have to say. Overall, it's basically a Galaxy class's secondary hull with the neck cut off and attached to the bottom of the saucer with it being flipped over. But I think the design is good, compact, and I'm not sure, but I'm fairly sure the Phoenix is a bit smaller than the Galaxy class. Not totally sure. Either way, it's a good design, and I recommend this one for any fan of the series. One thing to keep in mind, though, is this is actually the third one they had to send me. The saucer section was crooked on it, and on the first one and the second one, but the second one also had this and one of the nacelles pop off. If you ever get an Eaglemoss ship and it's imperfect in any way, immediately contact them because they have a policy of immediate replacement. So keep that in mind if you ever have any customer support questions on this kind of thing. Overall, I recommend it. It's the 23rd ship in the series, and it's a nice addition, and it's a mainstay of the Federation fleet. Though there are several variants, same as with the Miranda class, so you'll see some other ones probably in the future, like the Sutherland. Anyway, like, subscribe, and comment below, and share this video with your friends, and any suggestions on additional videos you'd like to see always help. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Ciao!